Then a 3-1 victory this afternoon against Redditch Borough. It makes you officially champions. Firstly, before I go into anything about the game, just sum up your emotions and how you're feeling right now.
Yeah, don't know, it's not really sunk in at the moment, even with all the celebrations after. Yeah, not really sunk in, but I mean, what a massive achievement that this squad has achieved this season. They more than deserve this, based on the work that they've put in, based on their performances out on the pitch. They deserve this, so couldn't be any happier for what they've done. And yeah, champions, feels good.
And now we're going into the game, what did you make of the performance out there this afternoon? Yeah,
first half a little bit cagey from both teams, to be fair. We're for majority of the first half we lacked a little bit of quality in possession. I don't know if that was down to nerves being in the game, a little bit the same with them as well. I just thought the first 40 minutes was a little bit cagey, and then they broke the deadlock with a throw-in, which we didn't win first contact, and then weren't quick enough to react to second contact, and they tapped it home. And then great little reaction just before half time, which we needed. Charlotte obviously goes on a brilliant little individual run and puts in one of her trademark crosses, to a trademark header from Molly, which we've seen so many times this season. And then I thought in the second half, we controlled the game for majority of the half. I don't really remember them really having a chance really to test Harley. I thought we pegged them in their own half for majority of the second half, which I was really proud of. And then to get the 2 goals as well was brilliant. It was a little bit cagey for sort of 15-20 minutes of the second half. We needed that 3rd goal, and then Alicia, again, done so many times this season, received the ball, shifted out of her feet, done a little dummy in and hit an absolute worldie into the bottom left corner. It was absolutely superb and sums up why she's top goal scorer in the league.
And takes into consideration that obviously you had an impact of going 1 down. You also had the injury down to Cass as well, which took a good almost 10 minutes to move. So to go 1 down and show that resilience that you've shown all season. I mean, even beforehand you were talking about getting the message across. If you go 1 down, don't panic. You're still in the game. We've done it before. But to come back and fight like that must be really pleasing that you've managed to sort of get yourselves across the line as well.
Yeah. Firstly, my thoughts are obviously with Cass. She's obviously gone to the hospital. We don't know the extent of the injury yet, but my thoughts go out to her. She's been brilliant. Obviously she's had an unfortunate season with injuries and stuff like that, and this is the last thing that she deserves. She deserves to be playing the sport that she loves, so thoughts go out firstly with Cass. But yeah, in terms of character, we've seen it probably a few times this season where we've gone a goal down, Telford, Leamington, Rugby, and we've shown character to come back from there. But in a game that means so much, to go a goal down and then within 5 minutes after to go down the other end and then get an equaliser and then put on a second half performance like they did, I thought physically that was the most impressive I've seen us. I thought we matched them, if not did better in first, second contacts or individual duels. I thought we were, we just showed today that we wanted to win it so much with winning all these duels out on the pitch. I thought, it was good to see, and I'm proud of them, because maybe not a side that we've seen on other occasions, because it was quite a nervy, sometimes scrappy game. It saw a different side to us that I've probably not seen, so credit to them.
What kind of messages went on board at half time? So obviously because you just got the goal before half time and then the momentum sort of swung with you, but how did you sort of keep the players calm and going into that second half, because that second half performance almost blew everybody away? I mean, you shut out Redditch Borough in the second half. Out of possession was really good, and obviously you only got the 2 goals. So what sort of messages were going across at half time?
I said firstly that our in possession just needed to be cleaned up a little bit, just making some silly errors or poor decisions on the ball that we don't normally do, but I probably put that down to maybe nerves, because a lot of obviously we've got a young side, probably not really experienced something like this on a game that means so much. So just had to clean some in possession stuff up, and I thought we did that in the second half. I thought we were a lot better with the ball in the second half and dominated the ball a lot more. And then I also said about what you just touched upon, there was a big momentum shift with that, because they went in obviously scoring 5 minutes before the half, thinking that they're going in at half time, won a goal to the good, and then we kind of shut them down and equalised just before half time. So I think that was a key goal, which just changed momentum. And then look, the second half performance spoke for itself. I think they began to tire, but credit to our girls. I thought we were superb both on and off the ball in the second half, and like I said, they didn't really, from what I remember, don't really remember them creating a clear-cut chance.
And obviously it's a group thing as well, isn't it? Like to have everybody involved. I mean, even Mia come on, she sort of you can see how composed she was, and all the bench as well being really positive. Either staff, players, everyone on the side being really positive. So that must, again, you must be really, really proud of everybody that's been associated with this squad for the season.
Everyone's played their part. It's been such a good place to be with so many good people behind the scenes. Rich, Mark, Simon, Ant, and then obviously our staff as well, yourself behind the camera, Zoe, Scott, Craig, Dan, Abby. Hopefully I haven't missed anyone, but they've all played a massive part in this season, and I wouldn't have been able to focus on other things without them. Everyone's played their part this season, both on and off the pitch, and it's been incredible to see and been incredible to be a part of. It's a really, really good place to be, and I couldn't be any happier.
And obviously just one game to go now, obviously against Bridgeborough again. So obviously you've now wrapped up the title, so what's the focus? I mean, you can still go the whole season unbeaten. You know, you can sort of rotate now and get minutes into players that haven't sort of had those minutes over the last couple of weeks. So what's the plan going into?
That is the focus. I want to keep the 0 down the L column. That would be another great achievement on top of winning the league. So yeah, when that's on the line, I want to keep that. And yes, maybe we may rotate a little bit from today, but the quality in this squad is more than good enough, whatever side I put out, to put away any team in this league. And you saw obviously the probably second strongest team in our league, and you saw that second half performance. You know, we've got a really strong setup here, and I know that any 11 that I put out will have more than enough quality to beat any team in this league.
And just finally, what's the message to the supporters today? Because there's quite a few people watching us today. I mean, you had obviously, as you say, Mark, Richard, even a couple of the first team players dropped down. So how much does that mean to you, and what's the message to the supporters?
Yeah, I know the girls are thankful. They obviously went and thanked them afterwards. Yeah, we appreciate all the support this season, not just today, but even more so today, seeing the amount of people that had come down to watch this game. We obviously had our youth and junior teams down here. We obviously had the likes of Rich and Mark down there as well, and then obviously supporters there as well. So yeah, it was on such a big game. They obviously help, and I can't thank them enough for not just today, but even more so today, meaning what the game meant was for their support.